You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I got to tell you, several years ago, there was a story that bothered me a great deal that there are certain stories that do not pass the sniff test. One of them being the Michael Irvin Hotel accusation. That's just from 18 months ago? That's never passed the sniff test. And guess what? NFL Network let Michael go, yada, yada, yada. All this fallout, right? There's been several other instances over the years of things that didn't quite smell right. Matt Ariza, the punt god. And that story out of San Diego State, him being accused at some party. Guess what? All bullshit. It's funny how this works. The other story that always felt like and smelt like BS, but I had no platform back then, I was just some dude working a regular job, was the Richie Incognito story. I was like, I don't know that I buy this crap, all right? And Jonathan Martin, who of course played for the Dolphins, accused Richie Incognito of being a bully, all right? Well, lo and behold, guess what has happened? Jonathan Martin has come out and denied it. Said, nope, he did not actually bully me. I mean, seriously, let's get to this, and then we will get to Richie Incognito going scorched earth on Mike Florio, on ESPN, and on Adam Schefter. Because the big man who had his name dragged through the mud is pissed off, and I don't blame him a bit. And Mike Florio can't seem to get off. I mean, he can't seem to back away from this. It's like, dude, Jonathan Martin literally said he never, ever believed he was really bullied. And he didn't even believe that the words should have ever come out of anybody's mouth. And yet, there's people out there that don't want to back off of this. This is wild. So, Jonathan Martin admits that Bullygate saga was built on a lie. Miami Herald, Jonathan Martin lied because it was easier than telling the truth. Usually, that's why most humans lie. We're selfish creatures, and it's human nature. So much so that toddlers tell fibs naturally. It's innate in us, not even learned behavior. The biggest issue, problem, gripe, frustration I have about Martin's recent admission that he lied about being bullied by his Miami Dolphins teammate in a saga that's infamously known as Bullygate led to a 144-page report done by an independent investigator. By the way, that was Ted Wells. Good Lord. Is that lies were ruined in the process. Seasons were spoiled and careers were tarnished, all because Martin couldn't be honest with himself, his family members, and the world. Yeah, Incognito was a hell of an offensive lineman, and his career took a real hit over this crap. Quote, I never believed for a second I was being bullied. Martin told ESPN in a well-crafted story aimed at rebranding the former Dolphins second-round pick turned NFL bust as something other than a victim. Props to Martin for rehabbing his life. He's supposedly a Bitcoin expert now. Seeking help, he has been hospitalized for depression and for finally telling the truth. All right, well, Richie Incognito answered a lot of this. All right, and this was back on the 16th. He couldn't cut it in the NFL, so he quit, and his mom blamed me. Legacy media pushed this narrative long and far. Oh, surely that didn't happen. That sounds just like the legacy media, actually. Too bad it was all a lie. They lied to protect his money. He quit. The team had every right to claw back that money. His mom started the bullying narrative with ESPN and Adam Schefter so that the Miami Dolphins wouldn't go after his signing bonus. Woo! Well, look, Richie was not done there. All right? He was not done there. All right? I mean, he has come out and he is scorching earth Notable excerpt. You tried to ruin my life with this bullshit. Adam Schefter. He called out Schefter several times. Florio wrote this massively long, ridiculous article. Look at this bullshit. All right? I guess in some way it's wild. I mean, Martin has literally come out and said, I was not bullied. He has come out and said, I was not bullied. Nah, not good enough, I guess. Not good enough for Florio. Seriously. So, let me click on this right here. The Martin Incognito situation apparently was fueled by Martin's parents' reaction to behavior. If my son received that kind of voice message Martin got from Incognito, I would have reacted the same way. Most of you would have reacted the same way. So, Richie Incognito said, I did my homework for you, Florio. These are his words, not mine. I never believed for a second I was being bullied. It's a story that I was trying to fix for the last 10 years. My God, this is wild. I had a situation with my teammates I wasn't super happy about, but my mother had her own read on the situation. The word took a life of its own. I hadn't even told my coaches, hadn't told anyone, and suddenly it's on ESPN. I didn't believe any of the stances I was taking, right? Where I'm this victim. I wasn't the victim, right? Man, these are his words, not mine. It's crazy. It is crazy. By the way, guess who's in this picture right here? Yeah, Jussie Smollett. Bubba Wallace. No, that's Jonathan Martin and Richie Incognito. More bullying. My man is going on. Apology accepted at Pro Football Talk. You're more out of touch with your audience than ever. Keep posting, pal. It only brings more attention to the truth. This is bonkers. It's bonkers. Honestly, Richie comes in the comments to Florio. Keep going. It's free press. He reads reposting stuff from 12 years ago. He still hasn't addressed the fact that this was all started with a lie. This guy said it's more entertaining than the Super Bowl. It's more interesting than the Super Bowl, but I gotta tell you, Richie Incognito here. Florio's a clown. I don't think any athletes or anyone in media respects him. You know, this guy calls Florio a bitch. Straight up. You guys know, I like Pro Football Talk. I like what Mike's built there. But it seems there's times that he just doesn't make any sense. Like he wants to die on these nonsensical heels. Like, what are you doing? And he can't, there's just certain people he cannot, I believe, objectively talk about. Richie Incognito, Colin Kaepernick, Aaron Rodgers. He's got to hate Aaron Rodgers because of the vaccine shit. And that's just, it goes on and on and on for there. I thought it was hilarious. Richie Incognito is answering all these fools. It's unbelievable. It really is. It always smelled like crap. It always smelled like bullshit. And here it is. I never believed for a second that I was being bullied. That's what was happening. Well, you let the narrative go on long enough that they tried to trash Richie Incognito's career. The big man still had a pretty good football career. Now, there's no telling. There's no telling because his career did take a hit. What could it have really and truly been? At what point does somebody like Richie Incognito or anybody else start holding the media accountable, dollar-wise? Seriously. There were a few people out there that hinted around about conspiracies on this. It's funny how many things have come true that are conspiracies. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.